So, Gingell, how do you make a plumber cry?
I don't know, Clark. How do you make a plumber cry?
You kill his family.
Yeah.
Get lost on air. Welcome to Get Lost. These music samples get worse and worse.
Oh my days. You kill his family and then just like tunes start playing.
You kill his family and the beat drops. Get lost. Welcome everyone to episode 56 of Get Lost on Air.
Whoop, whoop. Big up. This is the big 5-6.
The big
coming in live and fresh.
The big milestone.
Your sweet ears.
I'm glad you all joined us. It's going to be a good one. I can tell. I can feel it in my bones.
It's in the air. It's in the air.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. So.
I was trying to like think of a joke about coming in the air, but it just wasn't clicking. I was like, there's something
into oblivion.
There's something here. Oh my days. Well, how you been, bro?
Mate, I've been wonderful. I've been in my fields this week, actually.
Oh, really?
I've been watching a lot of chick flicks.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. I've been watching so many like chick flicks. I say chick flick because like I suppose they're technically rom-coms, but they're not funny. There's no humour in them. Do you know what I mean?
Roms.
Yeah, they're just roms. They're just romantic films. Like I've been watching shit like The Notebook, which is a good film, and I've been watching fucking a film called The Longest Ride. I don't know what's happening to me,
bro.
But
I'm surprised you haven't like started this episode with a girlfriend. To be honest,
so am I. I think lockdown has just made me feel very lonely. So I've just been watching all these. I do like a good like really cheesy chick flick. I think they are just good television, or they're good films.
They actually are. What always shocks me is how well they do emotion.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the premise of the entire fucking film.
Yeah.
But they still convey it in such a way, and they like get they empathize so deeply with the characters.
Yes, and like it gets me really, really like emotional to watch this shit. I'm like tearing up. I'm like, God, he's never gonna ride a bull again, which is the premise of Longest Ride. But and especially the ones that I think it's Nicholas Sparks who wrote the books that the films are based on. She always adds an old person in there somewhere, and the old people always just get me. Like with The Notebook at the end, when spoiler alert, the old people are like the young people. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Film reviews.
But like that shit is, as soon as there's an old person in there, I just get really sad. I'm like, oh God, they're gonna die.
Wait, so I just need to backstep a little bit. So the premise of the film, there was a romantic film, but the hard-hitting bit was the fact that he wasn't gonna ride the bull again. You have to explain that. Of course, yeah, I'm not following.
Right, so the film, The Longest Ride, is. Can't believe I'm explaining a fucking chick flick. The Longest Ride is a film about a girl who's in college, a sorority girl. She's so good looking. They always choose the best looking actresses in these fucking films as well.
Always.
Which just makes you want them even more. It makes you want a relationship even more because you think that you're going to get someone like that. But then she meets this guy who's a bull rider, a professional bull rider. He's talking about the storyline. It's actually really fucking weird. But so she meets this guy who's a bull rider, and
Right.
he had an injury before when he was bull riding that meant that if he falls off and smacks his head one more time that he's going to die. But anyway, that's kind of a side plot anyway. So they meet and all that shit. Then they meet an old man who crashed his car and fucking like almost died. Then this girl starts talking to this old man about his previous life. So there's like basically two love stories going on. There's like flashbacks to this old man's love story with his wife, and then there's like the current day bull rider versus sorority girl love story. And then at the end, the spoiler alert, the old man dies, and then fucking the two get together. The old man collected fuckloads of like very expensive art over his time with his ex-wife or his dead wife, and then he ends up giving them the paintings and they become millionaires.
That's beautiful.
It's a fucking great film, and I was
beautiful.
fucking crying at it, mate. I swear down.
You almost made me cry just by retelling that.
Yeah, in this very monotone synopsis of the film.
I don't think I even need to see the film now.
You should though. Oh mate, it's so good.
It really isn't that good.
Oh,
Really enjoyed The Notebook.
The Notebook
It's
was
fucking
incredible.
crazy. Like, speaking of Ryan Gosling, you seen did you see La La Land?
No, well,
Mate,
A
that
lot
was
of
the
people-
dumbest plot I've ever heard in my life.
that's the thing. A lot
Not
of people
even
said it was
joking.
like an incredible film, but my mum, who's like a sucker for like proper chick flick films, she came out and she was like,
Yeah.
"Wow, that was bad. This is not a good film."
Well, it was a musical, which kind of would have put a lot of people off.
Yeah,
But like, the whole plot line is Ryan Gosling saves jazz. That's the whole film. The
our
whole
Lord
film
and
is just
Savior Ryan Gosling.
He saves jazz. He's,
The
you know,
jazz.
somebody's got to do it. Jazz is in jeopardy,
God,
and he steps up to the plate and saves it. It's quite phenomenal, really. He does a fantastic job of it as well. Is the best part.
oh, well, I might watch it. When I watch films, I like, because I seem to get obsessed with things quite easily. I will watch a film and then it won't be enough. So then I'll have to watch all the sort of films around that genre. That's why I'm on a chick flick binge at the moment, because I watched... What did I watch first? I watched... I think it was The Longest Ride, the first one that I watched in my little binge. And then I've just been down this rabbit hole of like rom-coms and chick flicks and stuff because I'd need my fix. But with a series, you can just keep watching and watching and watching until you finish the series. Do you know what I
Man,
mean?
that shit. I lose like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I found out the Queen's Gambit. I was like I always lose in a series because I'm just like, don't want to spend so much time watching it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to be here like spending like 40, 50 hours watching a fucking show.
No, exactly. But
There's so much filming as well.
yeah.
I presume the actors and the actresses get paid much more than they would in the film.
Well, I suppose it depends if it's a blockbuster film or not. Because
Yeah.
and it depends what sort of show. It all depends on how big the show is. Like, I know the Big Bang Theory fucking actresses and actors are absolutely minted. It was like over 1 million an episode.
Holy shit.
It's fucking stupid.
There's quite a few episodes.
Yeah, and that doesn't really require much acting because they're all fucking nerds anyway. So they just pretend to be themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So I was watching Anthony Jeselnik's stand up
Yeah.
the other day. And he's got some his shit's quite dark. It's his first big stand up, right? Dark humor kind of stuff.
Yes.
Like really dark humor that like most people wouldn't get. Like half the show's about killing babies.
Ooh, a bit like Ricky Gervais.
Yeah. Kinda. Like yeah. But yeah, at the end of it he talks about his show, because he's got a comedy show, and on his show they have this shark party where every time a man gets killed by a shark, they get a load of dancers out, they do a big dance, they do a big celebrate, have a party. Like,
Right.
it's this big shark who comes out and does a lap dance on Anthony. Shit, and he was like, yeah, this didn't go down very well with the residents of New Zealand, who were where this guy had died was from, right?
Right.
So he was from New Zealand. The whole of New Zealand was not happy because at the end of the dance, he then gets a picture up of the guy who got eaten by the shark, and says, "This is the fucking bastard that got eaten." It's fucked. It's actually fucked. Like,
It's fucking horrible.
and like that's just shit you could not. Like the fact that it aired was incredible.
That is so,
At all.
That's awful.
I know.
That's
And, like that
fucking
show got taken down immediately after that.
I bet. Just like doing
It's so funny though because he ends the fucking sketch right. So he's got his like all the sharks are on stage. He's on stage. He's just got a lap dance of a shark. The guy's face on the back of the wall, and he goes, "Okay, that brings the statistics to deaths by shark. Well, kills by sharks 1, kills by humans 17 million."
fair.
And it was like,
Fair play.
Jesus.
Fucking hell. That's like doing a whole comedy show about like a cancer patient laughing about the tumour, getting a lap dance from a tumour, and then at the end going, by the way, this
God.
fucker died of cancer.
And like a
that's
picture
horrible.
of their face.
Yeah.
It's actually horrific. It's
In
actually
memoriam. Like they do at the Oscars.
Honestly, bro, I saw that shit. Like, I saw him tell it in the joke, and I was like, surely this isn't that bad. And it was.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's fucking bad. That is awful. There is a definite line. Well, there's a very blurry line.
Yeah.
And some people just don't even give a shit that there is a line, and they just fucking cross that and offend as many people as they can.
It was crazy.
And sometimes it works well. I watched that Bill Burr thing you were talking about.
Oh, the Philadelphia.
Yeah, where he just insults the entire crowd for fucking 12 minutes. He's like, fuck you, fuck you.
It's actually like,
Fuck Rocky. You got a fucking statue of Rocky in the middle of your city. People in the comments were like, they need to just replace that Rocky statue with a Bill Burr statue because he
my
just fucking
days.
destroyed them.
he did. He tore him to shreds. He absolutely tore them to shreds. I've never seen someone go in so hard
Oh
on
mate, it was
a
sick.
group of people. It was crazy. It was actually crazy.
So good. Well, speaking of films though,
Yeah.
I saw there's a little trend going around. I hope it becomes a big trend because
Okay.
it's so fucking funny. People have been fake quoting films and putting the film title in the quote. So, and they're like, "Oh, loved this scene." And the first one that I saw was of fucking Dumbledore and Harry right at the end of Deathly Hallows, when Dumbledore's dead and they're talking to each other in like basically fucking heaven. And the quote is, Dumbledore just says to Harry, "Everything you've heard is true. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. And then there's another one that is Jaws. And there's a guy just in the fucking shark's mouth and he goes, "Oh no, he's going to eat me with his big jaws."
What? Is this on TikTok?
No, it's just some shit on Twitter. It's so fucking funny.
Well, they actually edited the video.
No, it's just literally a screenshot and they've put a caption at the bottom like it's subtitles, like, "Oh, I love this scene." Like one from Batman Begins where fucking what's his name? Michael Caine. Michael Caine is saying to Bruce Wayne, he goes, "Well, Master Wayne, I suppose this is how Batman begins."
That's dumb. That's dumb as fuck.
It's so
bro.
fucking stupid.
That is the dumbest thing.
And then the last one that I saw was fucking a Breaking Bad one. And Walt just looks at his phone and sees a text that says, "I know you're Breaking Bad."
Oh, I can't say that, can I?
It's so stupid. It's so
Yeah, sorry, someone got cancelled out. We had to cut that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bleep it, mate.
Yeah, please do. Can you just replace it with another sound?
Yeah. I'll use that.
Okay. But everyone's just gonna think I said something even worse than I did say.
That's true, actually. That could be funny.
Bro, I've gone from getting cancelled to going to jail.
Yeah.
In a matter of
Oh, mate, the fucking when people also like censor the wrong shit. I don't know whether I sent it to you or sent it to someone else. They were censoring the first Harry Potter film, but like bits that were
you
innocent.
sent that to me. That was fucking
was
amazing.
so fucking funny. I wish I could find it, but I have no idea where I fucking sent it. But yeah, they just censor the stupidest shit and make it sound really dirty. Oh, it's a bit of a tease because I've said it, but I haven't actually shown anyone or described it in any way. Sorry, lads.
I swear, like, live since lockdown, like, everything's just the internet now.
It is.
You know, it's that, like, entertainment is just media now. Like, you can't really talk about... There's not that much else to talk about.
No.
Like, with your mates and shit.
To be fair, though, that was what my life was anyway. I've been so involved in the internet over the past fucking...
Yeah.
Like, 10 years that most of my knowledge comes from the internet. But it's all...
Jesus, bro. You've probably got some fucked up ideas.
I've seen some fucked up shit. I've seen some shit. One guy, one jar. Fucking.
Oh, really?
Oh, God.
That sounds horrific.
Mate, a guy just basically... It's like...
I can imagine what happens.
It's the sequel to Two Girls, One Cup. A guy sits on a glass jar, and then... I don't know why, just to get some pleasure maybe, but then you hear it pop, and then he's like pulling out shards of glass out of his ass, and he's bleeding.
You must have known that was going to happen.
Surely. How would you not? God.
I was going to say, who the fuck is watching that? And then I realised you watched that.
Me. I'm sure. I can't remember. I hope I didn't watch it in my spare time. I hope I had a group of friends around me, but I can't remember.
You see the thumbnail, man shoves jar up arse.
Like, ooh, that's a bit of me. That's a bit...
You know what? You know what?
How can I help?
Whoa. Mate, fucking... Shut up!
Is that bitch interrupting our conversation?
That's the problem with fucking Alexa and all this shit. They just go off without you actually asking them.
Was that Alexa?
I've got a it's a Google Nest I got free from Spotify, and
okay.
It just thinks that I'm talking to it all the time. I don't really like being listened to. It feels really weird.
We've got the government spying on you.
Yeah. Thing is though, I don't know why anyone would spy on me. I'm not exactly an interesting person.
But if you ever get caught up in anything, say like there comes a situation that you find yourself in where you've accidentally smuggled a ton of cocaine across the country.
Yeah. But then they've got to listen to days and days of me in my bedroom just to find out any information they need.
And all they can hear is just for hours.
They're like, wow, this guy's got issues.
That's like what they're gonna. Most of what they're hearing, isn't it? Because people are in their bedroom alone, so like, the only time is gonna pick up noise.
They just hear the longest ride in the background and me going.
Oh my days! The government have feel like a plan to spy on the entire country, but they're just actually
they're just
to everyone masturbating,
catching people having a wank. Oh, it's funny. That's fucking funny. So I watched this thing as well called How Dogs Got Their Shape on Disney Plus, and it is the most fucking interesting thing I think I've ever watched. I don't watch very many interesting things, clearly, but it was fucking mad, mate. It's all about how obviously dogs have evolved from wolves.
Yeah,
like over time, their ancestors were all wolves. So it's like, how did a wolf get to fucking be like a chihuahua or a pug? Because they look fucking ridiculous and nothing like wolves.
You'd imagine that a chihuahua or a pug actually came from a squirrel.
Yeah,
not a wolf.
Exactly, or like a rat. But mate, it's mad. It explains how humans have selectively bred wolves all the way down to fucking what they are now, like chihuahuas. And I didn't really understand how that works. Like, yeah. I thought it was all, do they just like inject a gene into a fucking puppy or something? But so what they do is they get two dogs together that have the same desirable gene. So for example, beagles have a white bit on the end of their tail because they used to be used as hunting dogs, and when they're like out in the fields and their tails sticking up in the air, the farmers noticed that the ones with the white tip were like easy to spot because it was like a white flag in the field, and they were like, oh, there's my dog. So they just get two beagles that have that white tip, and they fucking merge them together. Well, not merge them together, they breed them with they just fucking ram them into each other.
They just play some Rick Astley.
Yeah.
Let the situation resolve itself.
Exactly. Yeah, but then like the puppy's got that white tail, and they've been doing that for years and years and years, and that's how all these dogs have fucking evolved. So I've just explained evolution to you now, and selective breeding. But I've got some dog facts about why dogs are different ways that they are.
Okay. Do you have any about Jack Russells? I'm intrigued.
No, there wasn't any on Jack Russells in there.
Oh, fair.
But would Jack Russells count as a toy dog, like a small lap dog? I suppose not. Maybe.
No, definitely not.
Well,
they're more like guard dogs, really.
Yeah, they're fucking. Do you know what they said that? Like Chihuahuas are really good guard dogs because they've got like some of the best hearing of any dogs because they've got like cone-shaped ears and they're fucking loud and annoying. So they'll pick up any intruder from fucking ages away. So they may not be able to actually attack the fucking person, but they'll let you know that there's someone there.
they're like, their gonads are pretty big as well.
Yeah, they're
not like, I mean, metaphorically. Like, I used to dog sit for this Chihuahua, and like, it'd be like, if it was yappy as hell, like, he'd start barking at me sometimes.
Yeah.
But as soon as like I got up and I'd walk towards it, it'd be like, shit. I'm not gonna fuck with you. Leave me alone, alright? Okay. And like, the closer you got, when you were like a foot away or so, he'd go onto his back and just put his hands up in the air. He's like, alright, okay, you win.
They are. They're like the short guy in school who's got such a fucking attitude problem, and then you actually like confront him, and he's like, "No, sorry, I didn't actually mean it. I was just taking a joke, making a joke.
Yeah,
don't hurt me."
Punch me in the face.
No need to attack. But like bulldogs. Do you know why bulldogs are called bulldogs?
No, I don't.
Well, they used to be used for bull baiting. So they'd tie up a bull and then get these fucking bulldogs all just to fucking surround this bull and terrorize a bull, which is why bulldogs have like short legs so they could like sneak under the bull and like fucking scare it and shit. And that
what?
Supposedly it tenderized the meat and made the meat taste better.
The fuck? What?
Yeah. So and they have
just
like
get
really
a slow cooker. Is it a team of dogs every time you want a particularly nice rump steak?
Yeah, just get some fucking.
That's
just
crazy.
make them grass fed and they'll be fine. There's no need to grab the bulldogs.
Wait, so the bulldog
Bulldog
they will go up around his ankles, did you say?
Yeah, and like
it goes...
go. They've got short legs and really wide mouths, so they'd like go under. And the wide mouth is so that they could like basically grab the fucking bull's face because they can like open their jaws so wide, and like their short legs can fucking crawl under and get different points of attack on this fucking bull on the bull.
That's insane.
It's mad, isn't it? There's so much shit that I just didn't know or didn't even consider about why dogs are the way they are.
How's it gonna reach its face?
Jump.
What are those tiny ass little legs?
Also, they said that this was like this was a little while ago. So now the bull baiting isn't really a thing anymore. Humans just decided to keep breeding bulldogs, but make them shorter and cuter. So the ones who actually used to do the bull baiting were like a little bit bigger.
Okay.
But now they've really exaggerated the fucking flat face and the and the short legs just to make them look funnier.
Man, because I swear you have that with them pugs and shit. Like everyone talks about how immoral it is to have pugs.
Yeah.
Just because like they can't breed and shit. And it's like, why are you getting a pug if it's just gonna suffer its entire life?
Yeah, apparently if you pull the lead of a pug, then its eyeballs can pop out and you have to go and get them put back in. which is just bad.
That's quite funny.
That is kind of funny. But yeah, there's so much other shit like bloodhounds, the dogs that they use for like sniffer dogs. They've got really, really long droopy ears, and that's for one to block out a lot of sound so they don't get distracted by sound so much, and they can just follow the sniff. And follow the sniff. I've got a lot of mates like that. This is everyone at Reading is the fucking bloodhound. Follow the sniff. But like
spoons toilets, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, those ears also are used to, because they're so long, they like drag along the ground and fucking flick up a load of the scent and like disturb the scent on the floor, which means that it like pushes the scent into their nose, and they can smell for like if you were there like 12 hours ago, they can still smell your scent. It's mad.
They're crazy motherfuckers. They are. They're like, their skin's so loose. They're like fat people when fat people lose loads of weight and they've got like the leftover skin.
Yeah,
they actually are. Like you stroke a bloodhound and like its entire outer surface just moves with it.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's mad. Oh, speaking of fucking loose skin and fat, I watched a guy removing some loose skin from someone, and it was on TikTok.
Okay.
Because I clicked a popular sound, and this guy has just used that popular sound with for no reason other than just to promote his fucking video, which is a smart move, to be fair. But he was basically removing some loose skin off this like girl's stomach, and she was awake while he was doing it. All he had done is just numbed the area, and he just gets his fucking knife, slices open her belly, and pulls it back, and like starts slicing it open, and then cuts it. And he just holds up this flap of skin that's got like yellow balls of fat on it, obviously, like where there's still some fat left over. And it was so disturbing, but fucking sick as well. It's so cool,
mate. That's crazy.
Yeah, and this woman was awake. Can you imagine looking down and just seeing your belly open?
Jesus Christ, mate.
It's terrifying.
That sounds horrific.
Yeah, but it was really cool. It was really cool.
Did it work?
Yeah. Got rid of her. She had like an overhang, and she got rid of it all. It's fucking insane.
Mate, that's crazy, because I thought like the whole loose skin problem is a serious issue if you get like really big.
Yeah.
And you can see like it doesn't go. I think it stays.
Yeah, because it's properly stretched, especially if you're big for a long time. Like, because what's his name? Christian Bale. He changes his fucking weight all the time. And there was one film where he was like properly anorexic style skinny.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to play an ill person or something. I didn't watch it. But then he got really fat for another role. And like, I was wondering how he didn't get loose skin from that. But I suppose he wasn't fat for too long. So maybe
he was just stretched out for a second and then...
Yeah, it's like if you stretch a rubber band, it goes back. But if you stretch it for fucking ages, then it'd probably just stay there.
How big did he get?
He got pretty big. Well, let's see. He got a fucking big old belly.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Jesus.
Yeah, he's a fat man. He got fucking huge. And
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and
was it from the same film or was that from a different film?
No, I think they're two different films. But like,
okay,
that's insane, isn't it? How fucking big he got. But yeah, it's like I suppose because he wasn't stretched out for too long. So
that must have been difficult as fuck. I say that. Imagine being given that role and being told, yeah, you're just gonna have to put on a load of weight. It'd be like, oh, finally.
I've got an excuse.
Just pig out on some shit, like.
Yeah. Although you just feel so shit about yourself. I do when I put on a little bit of weight. I'm like, fuck, this is awful. Like at the moment, I'm trying to build a bit of muscle, so I've got to eat more. And I get to the end of the day, and because I'm walking a lot at work as well, I have to eat like 3,200 calories to put on any weight. And
Jesus, bro.
I get to the end of the day and I haven't hit that fucking goal, and I'm like, I don't want to eat anymore. So I just drink milk because milk's kind of high in calories.
This is you before bed, just sit off pints of milk.
Yeah.
You need to get yourself a cow, son.
I'd love a cow. A moo
Team
moo
of
cow.
bulldogs. Take it down.
Tenderize that meat. Tenderize that bitch. But
I can't believe that shit.
I know.
You're telling me a team of bulldogs
used to attack.
were used to take down a cow?
Yeah. Can you imagine
Did
if like
they kill the cow?
no, they just like terrorize it because apparently having it on high alert would tenderize the meat. It's like fucking mean, isn't it?
That's crazy.
But the thought of like humans getting selectively bred the way that dogs have been over the years is so funny. We could look completely different in 100 years if we did that. Well, not 100 years, like 1,000 years. Like, because they obviously just breed the two dogs together that have the desirable traits, don't they? So if we just kept doing that and we were like, we're actually just going to get rid of all people with brown eyes, and we're just going to, no one with brown eyes is allowed to breed anymore.
But that's just basically being a Nazi, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what Hitler was trying to do.
We could abolish people under 6 foot, and then eventually
Whoa,
everyone.
Steady on.
I'm under 6 foot. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay, good.
But we,
Abolish them.
yeah, we could just fucking. You lot aren't allowed to
You
breed
could just
anymore.
castrate them. You could just castrate them.
Yeah. What does
Tie up the
castrate mean?
fallopian tube. It's basically we chop their nuts off.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought, but I was like, I don't want to say that and then go down, get the wrong idea.
No, that is it's crazy. It's crazy because Hitler, he wasn't blonde.
No, that's
So
the weirdest part.
how did he consider himself a good leader?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense at all. I found out a strange fact about him the other day, though.
What's that?
He if there was any animal abuse in a film, he'd put his hands over his eyes and get one of the generals to tell him that he can look again once it was finished.
Fucking pussy.
Yeah.
So he ordered fucking millions of Jews to die, but he couldn't watch a dog get killed. He couldn't watch Marley and Me.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like, what the fuck?
He was responsible for the boy in the striped pajamas, but Marley and Me upset him too much.
Is that what meth does to you?
Meth? Was he on meth?
Yeah, he was on meth, and he gave all the army, all of his army, he gave them meth as well.
Fucking hell, that makes a lot of sense.
They were just like, can you imagine the amount of addictions that must have come from that warfare? Like, the rehab clinics have been absolutely shocking. You know what I mean? Like, you'd want to be a psychologist in fucking 1941, I'd say.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, you got to get a lot of work.
Yeah. I say that, it's probably happening now as well, to be fair. As soon as lockdown's over, everyone's just going to be getting therapy.
There's a lot of online therapy stuff now as well. Cool.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of that.
I basically just hear about it ads on podcasts. They read an ad for BetterHelp, which is like a therapy thing. You learn a lot, even though I don't really sign up to any of these things that people advertise on podcasts. That you learn that there's a lot of services out there.
Yeah, some cool shit.
There's some fucking cool stuff. Like it's Manscaped, I think, is the one that.
Oh mate, that advert is everywhere.
Yeah,
literally everywhere, bro. I can't get away from Manscaped. All the time they're saying like, "Oh, you know, your girlfriend would like more." It's like, bro, you don't know her.
It's all about
you don't know
just
me.
shaving your asshole. Yeah.
They've probably got like a specialized razor for it and all. Like,
probably.
It's crazy the shit they got.
Yeah, I mean. Wish I was that inventive. Make a whole brand about just shaving your nuts.
Mate, it's crazy. Like, I mean, fair play, but like, who's got time to shave their entire body, man? That's crazy.
I know.
I say that cyclists do it.
They do. They like wax
they
their
shave
shit,
their
don't
legs
they?
and shit, don't they?
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's like, what the fuck?
I feel like how much of a difference can that make having
Not only
your
that,
legs
right?
shaved?
They're wearing fucking. They wear those like. I suppose they're wearing shorts, aren't they? I swear they wear like
Yeah.
full length suit things, like
Yeah,
almost like a superhero
lycra.
outfit, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
superhero outfit without the cape.
Spandex. Yeah. I mean, but my legs. I don't think the hair on my legs would make any difference to the speed that I'm going.
No, I don't think it would either. To be honest,
No.
it seems a bit
Yeah.
like. Surely it'd be better to just train more than to shave your legs.
Yeah.
Because
And they don't shave their head,
Or...
although they're wearing a helmet, but still.
Yeah,
They don't shave
exactly.
their
What about
fucking-
their hand hairs? Do they shave them? I don't know.
Do you have much hair on your hands? I don't.
I've got quite hairy hands, yeah.
I've barely got fucking anything. I'm just not a very hairy person. I need a beard, mate.
It's because you're 12, mate. You'll get there. Don't worry.
I've discovered that I really do need a beard because I
You
think
need one.
wearing a mask creates the illusion that I'm a good-looking person. Right. Because it covers. I think I've got like decent eyes and eyebrows, right? So people look at me when I've got a mask on. They go, "Oh yeah," and then I take the mask off, and it's like, "Wow, what a catfish!" Like, right, I'm gonna put a mask on.
Right,
I have
what
one.
you got.
Oh. Right. I'm wearing a mask. I don't know if you can tell on the whether the audio sounds a bit muffled. But right. People look at me like this with a mask on and they go, "Wow, yeah. He's a decent looking person." And then I take it off and the nose just goes People see the nose and they're like, "Oh no." So I think what I need is a beard to just sort of, even though the beards obviously don't cover your nose, it will take away from the nose.
Yeah, you just got to draw one on, mate. I think.
Shall I?
Yeah, just a bit of black biro. I think I'd do the job.
Sick.
I think I'd do the job nicely, to be honest.
I might do that. Yeah, maybe I need hair transplant. I've got a lot of hair on my head.
Yeah, I wonder if you can do that. If you can, if you get hair transplants with beards.
Maybe. Although, your hair on your head is different hair to your hair on your beard, isn't it? Because the hair on your beard is like pube hair. Because it's thicker. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd need a
I think that's only
transplant
'cause you
from
shave
my
it so much,
arse
though.
hair. Yeah, maybe.
So you get your Manscaped shaver.
Mm.
Go digging for gold.
Yeah, and then just stick it on. Like on Jackass when they stick pubes on that guy's face. Fucking insane.
Oh,
mate. But yeah, you've got a good fucking beard and hat combo going on here.
The story behind that.
Tell me.
So like, there's this girl I fancied at uni. I say fancy, like I seen her once at like a party, and I was like, ooh.
Ooh. That's my kind of woman.
Like, hey.
Let me get your number.
Yeah, she drew my attention, but I don't think she was that interested.
Oh.
I know. I was like, what the fuck? I'm actually a piece.
You fucking bitch.
Like, come on. But and then I see her like a couple of months later, and it's at my house party, and I've got like a beard and a hat, and all of a sudden she's interested.
Was it just like a baseball cap? Or were you wearing like a fedora?
Yeah, no, it was this hat. It was this hat. And maybe
Okay.
it was just the timing. I don't know, but I'm a bit sus. But I was like, you know what, that's shallow as fuck. But I still, wore a hat and grew a beard out.
Yeah.
Obviously. But
Fuck yeah. I'll just conform to what she wants. It clearly worked. So.
But like, you see it with some guys though, like they'll just be chilling and then next day they glow the fuck up and everyone's interested. It's crazy.
It's very true. I can just imagine you, like, if you finally get with this girl and you, on your wedding day, you're there still with a beard and a hat on. And she's like, "Are you ever going to take that hat off?" "No, I'm not." "You won't say I do if I take this shit off."
Man, it's coming to the grave.
Yeah.
You're gonna lower me into my casket as I'm reading the hashtag Get Lost on Air on the coffin.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be there with my Nike hat that's just like, it's got like fucking holes in it. Looks like it spent 30 years underground in a fucking New York sewer.
You do everything with this hat on. You go swimming with this hat on.
I christened my child with this hat.
You make your child with that hat on.
Make my child with a hat on. As soon as the child comes out the womb, he gets a hat slapped on him. I just have a little pair.
You're not going through the shit that I went through for the first 22 years of my life.
Sorry, son. You deserve the best. I know what's best for you. Trust me, I got this down.
Oh dear.
One girl may or may have not liked me for my hat.
Yeah. It's your mother, so it clearly worked.
Mate. I really hope that's how like genes work, like biological genes. I don't know biology very well, as you can probably tell. But
Same.
like, I hope that like the shit you like just kind of gets carried down naturally. I wonder if that's the case. If you can like imprint stuff from your life, like if you're right. Let me say this right. I wonder if the environmental effect on your personality you can pass down through your genes. Do you see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying, yeah.
So like what you've actually gone through gets passed down rather than that you genetically inherited.
I think it probably does, because like, for example, my humour has come from all of my friends, and like just a mixture of all my friends together, because you've grown up around these people. Then when you're raising your child, you're going to use the same humour that you...
Yeah, but I wonder if it happens regardless of that. Like, if you were to have your child, right?
When they give it
never
away.
saw it again. You did a classic dad move, went to the supermarket, never came back, right?
Classic dad. Oh, dad, classic.
You know how it is in 2021. But so you've done that, and the kid's just there, just like never meeting you.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he'd then have your sense of humour? I mean, I feel like you're the wrong person to ask, but I was definitely going to ask you.
I don't know, we should predict it. Yeah, we could experiment. Let's both have a kid and just leave it and see what happens.
Yeah, bro. If we try to train certain personality aspects, like I'm going to try create a fear of refrigerators or something like that. Just scared of refrigerators. I see a refrigerator, I run. I can't have a refrigerator in my kitchen.
Yeah.
I go to a homeware store and I just cry. That kind of fear. Then I have a kid. I ditch it immediately.
Yes.
Will he be scared of fridges?
I'm going to say fears, I think 100% don't get passed down, because they say that the only two fears that a baby is born with are loud noises and falling. And then everything else is environmentally like added into you, like through circumstance. So like people who are afraid of spiders are probably afraid of spiders because either one of their parents are afraid of spiders or they had like an experience with a spider that freaked them out.
Yeah.
So I don't think...
So you're saying if someone like came up to a baby with a baseball bat, it wouldn't
know what's going on, would it? But
yeah, but if it was about to swing, if it did the whole fake swing.
But I don't know if they actually know that that's what's happening.
They're gonna get hit in the face.
Yeah,
with
but they know what a loud noise is, and they know what the sense of falling would be. Well, if you don't drop it, then they wouldn't. But yeah.
Oh man, this reminds me of the fucking Anthony Jeselnik. He does a whole fucking bit on dropping babies. Like a whole bit. There's very few people that can get away with doing an entire like 15-minute bit on dropping babies.
Yeah.
And the positive benefits of it.
Positive benefits of dropping your baby.
Yeah, he's like, I love to drop babies. I drop babies all the time. In fact, I haven't dropped enough babies. And it's fucking, honestly, bro, you gotta see this guy's work. It's crazy.
Jesus.
But yeah, it's fucking hard to tell, you know?
But they say that like anger issues get passed down.
Exactly, I've heard that as well, and I also hear right that certain traumas get passed down, right?
Right.
So, I'm trying to think of one.
Car accident.
I can't remember if it was more like societal trauma. Societal trauma. So like something that your culture would have traumatized, like being in the slave trade.
Or like Jews, because apparently Jewish people are always like really, really nervous.
Yeah.
There's like it's like a stereotype that like of being a nervous Jew, and that apparently has been passed down through the genes because of everything that happened to Jewish people.
Yeah, bro, I'd be nervous.
I'd be pretty fucking nervous if millions of us got killed.
When you hear what happened to your grandparents, you're like,
yeah.
What if that happened to them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you happen to spend a bit too much time in Norway while their economy's going to shit. All of a sudden they start turning on you.
Yeah.
There's this mysterious re-education camp they set up.
But like, would they get nervous if they'd never heard of the Holocaust?
Hey, I don't know.
Fucking mad.
We need to ask a Jewish person who hasn't heard of every Jewish person's heard of the Holocaust.
Yeah, everyone's heard of the Jewish Holocaust.
It's difficult.
We need to raise a Jew and then not tell him about the Holocaust.
We'll go to Israel.
Yeah, we've got a couple of experiments that we're going to do.
We'll go grab one from like one of those adoption wards.
Yeah.
We'll just go into a maternity ward and just like pick one up and run.
But then
take it
he'd
to
get
Australia
traumatized from that instead, wouldn't he?
Okay, we take the mother as well.
We buy the orphanage.
We buy the orphanage. We buy Israel. Fuck it. We raise all the Jews. Don't tell them about the Holocaust. See if they're still scared of it. But how would they even articulate that? How would you articulate that you're scared of the Holocaust if you don't know what the Holocaust is? Mate, this is such a retarded conversation.
Maybe you just have to,
such a retarded conversation.
Maybe you just have to fucking threaten them later on in life with what happened in the Holocaust without telling them that the Holocaust is a thing and see if they get really nervous.
How would you do that?
But then everyone would get nervous if you threatened them with that.
What if you put like stars on their uniform and told them to get on the train?
God, this is a horrible fucking... This is just a horrible idea.
It's just a thought experiment is what it is. It's like, obviously...
Can you imagine?
This is awful. It's actually
are we planning a second Holocaust? Is that what
it kind of sounds like it.
We're not going to do it. Don't get ideas.
We're just wondering if trauma is inherited or not.
Yes. God. Well, the hashtags of the day.
Interesting though. It is interesting.
It is interesting.
Someone's probably answered that.
We got one hashtag.
Hey. I'd love to see it.
From Alex Monk. At Get Lost on Air, listening to Gingell try to explain Pangea to Clark, who less than 2 minutes earlier said all monkeys live in the same place, was both painful and brilliant. I still don't really know what Pangea is.
I think that kind of proves Alex's point, to be honest.
Part of it, when you said the word Pangea, I thought instantly of Pandora from fucking Avatar. Is it Pandora? I think it's Pandora.
Yeah, it's Pandora. So, like, basically, Pangea is just one big country.
Yeah.
Like, the whole world was just one country, right?
Oh, yeah, I do know what you mean.
That's it. Which makes me wonder, like, was the other half of the planet just water?
Just all water. That's why I think there's definitely fucking sea monsters down there, because there's no way that majority of the planet is water without fucking sea monsters.
What sort of sea monsters do you mean? Well, like Krakens?
I think something fucking huge, something big that will fuck you up.
Surely, if it was that big, we would have found it already.
But would we? Because we can't go too far down because the pressure kills us, and we haven't. Yeah. We've only discovered like 5% of the ocean. And they wouldn't be able to come up because the pressure's too low. Or
do you reckon
high.
That's what the Bermuda Triangle is?
Just a fuckload of monsters.
Yeah, it's just like
Maybe.
the Kraken.
Maybe.
Everything disappears there, doesn't it? So maybe it's just
it's just a hungry Kraken.
Kraken.
Yeah, so there's probably just shit down there that we've just never even heard of, and we never will probably, or won't for ages, because there's fucking no need for us to cross, and they don't know about us either.
Yeah, do you reckon we'll ever meet? Surely at one point.
Yeah, at one point we probably will.
Maybe
like,
that's where all
they
the
might.
maybe that's where all the animals are buried.
They just sink down there and get eaten. Well, that's a valid point. Maybe they do just fucking sink down there.
Yeah. And maybe that's what they all feast off.
Yeah.
Because you don't see them hunting.
Do they even know that there's a surface? Like, that there's anything other than the ocean?
I don't know, mate.
And then it's like, so we're like their space, like completely out of reach. But
yeah.
So we're like literally aliens to them.
Yeah, bro. And they're gonna see an astronaut and be like, the gods.
Yeah, holy shit.
The gods have come down. Or they'd just be like, food.
Yeah, that's probably more like it.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Can you imagine though if there's like actually civilizations under the sea, like Atlantis, that we've just never discovered and never won't discover for years, and actually the aliens are on our planet all along. They're not in space. We've been looking the wrong way.
We are the aliens. That's it.
Mad.
We send signals into like fucking Proxima Centauri, however far away that shit is, and it just comes through as a notification on your iPhone. Oh shit! It's me, guys. Man. I'm the alien.
Yeah, fuck! I got it wrong the whole time. The information the US government's going to release is just that we are aliens. We are the aliens.
Oh shit!
Oh, damn it! Right, well.
To aliens, we are aliens, though.
We are to something.
But anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I was going to say, move on to the music.
Yeah, it seems about like a good time to do so.
What did you think of Billie Eilish, Bad Guy?
I don't know. I quite like how lazy she is with her singing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she sings like she ain't that bothered.
Yeah, it just sounds like effortless. She's like,
I'm the bad.
She sounds like half asleep.
Yeah, bro. Like, she took too many Xannies.
Yeah, she's just trying to stay awake.
They're like, come on, Billy, one more song, let's go.
Yeah, but I'm the bad guy. Duh. It's weird.
No, just insulting the producer.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, it's an okay song, isn't it? I suppose.
I quite like it. Did you listen to Oh No by Capone?
Yeah. Do you know what?
Yeah, she did.
Do you know what? It's an annoyingly good song.
Oh, really?
Because that one, I've only heard it on TikTok with just the annoying "oh no" bit. Yeah. But it's actually a really decent song. It's got a good beat and fucking good rappy bits in it. It's fucking decent.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
I never thought.
I know. Go listen to it. It's actually fucking a fairly good song.
I swear this happens with these songs, like the fucking, what was it called? So the one where it's like, you can't make a wife out of a hoe.
Oh yeah.
You heard that? Mate, that song is actually wonderful. It's a great song.
I haven't heard the whole thing.
It's an amazing song.
That's the thing. TikTok seems to, it boosts songs loads, but it also really ruins your idea, like your your idea of the song.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so like, it gets sort of bad publicity until you genuinely give it a go.
And then I heard the song and I was like, oh, that's amazing. And then it's like 2 verses in. No, it's the first chorus. He goes, you can't make a wife out of a hoe. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This song, man? This song actually bangs. Like, the disrespect.
It's fucking mad.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
TikTok's just a wonderful, wonderful app.
So the move for this week was being waved at a house party. And this is a song that brings you back to life. It sparks that the fire in your belly that makes you want to go out and dance again, rather than just slugging one onto the couch and going home with your girlfriend. So,
Yeah.
what did you go for?
I went for Feel It Still by Portugal the Man.
It really is.
A brilliant song.
This is the one that wakes you up.
Yeah, if I'm like sort of monging out and in the club or something, and then this song comes on, I'm like, fuck yeah, and then I run out to the dance floor. I'm like, yes, and then everyone's like, yeah. So, let's listen. Tune. Absolute fucking tune. I love that song so much. It puts me in a great mood.
Fucking wonderful.
It is a great song.
It's just that bada bum bum bada bum bum in the background.
They do a really good acoustic version of that, actually.
Oh really?
There's a really and it's not the song you'd think would be good acoustic, but it is. Also, the guy who sings it, for one, I thought it was a girl when I first heard the song, but he like definitely does look like a paedophile.
Yeah, you know, I've seen this one. It's the stash, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the mustache.
It's always the stash.
Just hide your kids around this bloke. What have you gone for?
Love Sosa by Chief Keef.
Love Sosa, Chief Keef. Let's listen.
The fuckers in school telling me always in a barber shop. Chief ain't no hitter. Chief ain't this. Chief ain't fake. Shut the fuck up. Y'all some road bus. We GB dope bus. We got lots of dope bus.
This is like a minute intro to that song. Just skipping through it, like, come on.
Him just ranting about how everyone's calling him a pussy.
Well, you shouldn't be a pussy then. This is fucking.
You gotta stop playing him like that, Clark. You gotta stop playing him like that.
Yeah, I'll listen to it. Good shit. Recommend a song for us for next week's mood, which is
a song to get you out of a bad mood.
Song.
Just to like snap you back into joy.
Snap you back into joy.
Despair.
Yeah, man. I've got the perfect song. Buzzing for this one.
Oh, lovely stuff. I have no idea. I have no idea what that's gonna be. Is it gonna be McFly?
No. It's not nothing. It's not really a bubbly song, but it just gets me fucking. It makes me smile.
Gives you bubbles.
Yeah, a bit like Feel It Still, actually. That fucking puts me in a great mood.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of characters for this mood.
You be the girlfriend,
we could have a DJ.
We could have a DJ.
Yeah, let's have a DJ, bro.
Okay. So, who's the other person?
The person who was brought back to life when he's waved at the house party.
Okay.
The main character, as such.
The main character in this storyline. All right. Good shit.
Okay.
So, which one do you want to be?
I'll be the DJ.
Okay. God. Right. I'm ready.
Okay. Yo, is this your jam?
Whose jam?
Do you like it?
Why wouldn't I?
Oh, come on. Shall I change it?
What makes you think you should change this?
What should I change it to?
Did I ask you to change it?
Why get mad, man?
Can't you tell this is my favourite song?
Will you chill out?
Why?
When should I change the song, bro?
Can't you wait for it to finish?
Can't you see? I'm getting quite bored of this song.
Do you like my dance moves?
Can I leave?
Why would you want to leave?
Where's the exit?
Which way do you want to go?
Which is the way to Newcastle?
Why Newcastle?
Does my sister live there?
What does she look like?
Isn't she a bit young for you?
Is she fit?
Are you a pedo?
Does that matter?
Yeah, that's a good point to end it, I think. To be honest, I don't want to go down that loop.
Yes, it does matter. Don't be a paedophile. Use the hashtag Get Lost on Air. Oh, mate.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking. Christ. Let us know what you think of these video podcasts, everyone. Does that matter? Oh, that's funny. Funny shit. Right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a bloody pleasure, mate. Been a bloody fucking pleasure,
Cheers,
mate.
guys.
See you later, everybody.